Greetings everyone! We are the BSIT students from Pamantasan Ng Cabuyao and we are siriUS siriUS. You can take a pen and paper upon watching the video. I am Amor Padua, also known as Amor, with a student ID number of 1902987.
Hi, I am Kylle Dela Cruz, also known as Kler, student ID 2101046.
I am Ignacio, also known as Ichan, student ID number 1902697.
I am Jemuel, also known as Jemuel, student ID 2101280.
I am Polinar, also known as RK. My student number is 1904192.
And I am Revilyn Joy R, Salasiban, also known as Ligaya, student ID 1902232.
So for today's topic, we will be discussing about system analysis and design methodologies, PNC as a system, business transactions, and Stlc. Also, there are examples and illustrations to be discussed later on. What is system analysis and design methodologies?
According to Bill, in the year 2021, Structure System Analysis and Design Method, or SSADM, was developed in the year 1980s for UK government computing projects.
It is a combination of diagrams and text throughout the design process which helps minimize the chances of errors and ensure that the system is designed correctly.
SSADM framework divides a project into multiple modules, tasks, and stage. It can also be used to describe the project that is appropriate for the management.
Okay, so what's the goal of SSADM, Ichan?
It is to improve the project management and control process by developing better systems and methods, and also to ensure that the project are resilient to the loss of staff. It also aims to establish a framework for effective communication between project participants.
There are three methods that is involved in a system development cycle.
Number 1. Logical data modeling, which needs the system under development and data divided into entities and relationships.
Number 2. Data flow modeling. It shows the data around an information system and examines processes, data stores, and external entities.
Lastly, number 3. Entity event modeling. This affects each entity and order. These are the process of identifying, modeling, and documenting.
Why do we need to learn about this?
Because of its advantage, which is the ability to improve documentation quality and its reusability for other projects.
That's right! It supports developing process documentation, and it acts as a suitable reference point when system information is required. Aside from that, it aids the testing of the various system components for efficiency.
Seriously? We can just make those in a quick and easy method.
Well, I don't think so, MJ. Quick and easy method can make a sloppy system that does not function effectively. This might encounter more problems than having less.
Then the quick and easy method was only a waste of time.
Yes! Imagine releasing a system with a quick and easy method, then goes off the market, but does not function very well. It will be required to fix it to be able to use it again, which result in consuming and wasting energy, money, and other materials.
I would rather choose to go through different tests and phases rather than redoing the system in quick and easy methods.
Let us proceed to the engineering approach.
Engineering approach is a method in software and hardware for application development. This analyzes the requirements to be met for users, design, implementation, and also maintenance of a product.
This method helps developers to skip the cycles and do the analysis section to figure out what's wrong with the system.
I can save much time and also fix my system immediately without redoing my work.
When it comes to design phase, there is an implementation called keys, or keep it simple stupid. This delivers a coding process simply, no issues and difficult handlings of maintenance to encounter.
Now, here's the case. Due to the increasing number of autonomous systems, system engineers no longer have the necessary tools and resources to truly test and verify these systems.
A vision paper containing the combination of development time methods and techniques of autonomous systems was proposed.
This provides users with clear picture of autonomous system confidence level in terms of dependability needs.
Seems like everyone has a lot of information to share. Now let's talk about our university as a system. Anyone here would like to give an idea? Yes, Ligaya?
Pamantasan ng Cabuyao consists of different offices and components such as college department, deans, staff, and officers, which are related to each other, for they help each other in order for the university to function.
The school provides a good system for the student and for the future generation. PNC envisions itself as a leading higher education institution.
Our university belongs to and is administered by the government through the Board of Education and its stakeholders.
To effectively complete the educational framework, a cycle, laws, and techniques are built in the same way that a system is created.
That's right. A good example of this is Stlc, or the System Development Life Cycle, where every stage of the process is made up of phrases that can be changed over time.
For our activity, I ask you to do an advanced study about input and output, boundaries, components, interrelationships, constraints, purpose, interfaces, and environment that is relating to the systems. Now, I want the pair I'll be calling to discuss what they have read about but relate it to this diagram of our university. Now, for the inputs and outputs, let me call on MJ and RK.
The inputs of Pamantasan Ng Cabuyao are the students who pass the college exam of freshmen.
We can also consider the high school documents, college applications, and tuition fees as inputs, while outputs are the graduate students with their diplomas and awards.
That's correct. Now, for the boundaries, Ichan and Ligaya.
The boundaries are the school or classroom policies that were written in the student handbook.
Examples are proper haircut, hair color, wearing of school ID, and proper uniform, and all policies that maintain peace and identification of a dangal ng bayan.
The components of our university were the college departments such as College of Computing and Engineering, College of Health and Allied Science, College of Education, Arts and Sciences, and College of Business Administration and Accountancy.
In addition to that, faculty, staff, college deans, human resource are also considered as components.
Mr. Lauren, how about interrelationships? What can you say about it?
Every school department, including senior high school and college, is responsible for the student under supervision with the direct given by higher authorities, such as college dean and school president.
The possible constraints for this were a limited number of professors and personnel, and the school's purpose is to commit and equip individuals with information, skills, and values. That's for the constraint and purpose. For interfaces and environment, does anyone want to answer? Kindly unmute yourself.
The school interface will be the office, registrar, cashier, department chair office, and the guidance office because this is the where the student interact often, while the legislative, potential student, local government units, LGUs, and the Pamantasan Ng Cabuyao News Organization all are part of the environment.
Let us now discuss what a business transaction is.
It is an economic event that is documented in an organization's monetary system with a third party.
Additionally, a business transaction is a business agreement involving the exchange of goods, money, or services between two or more people.
Oh, before I forgot, I remember that I haven't checked your activity given last week. By the way, this is a by partner, the same with our activity earlier, so once I call someone, their partner will help to explain their work. Lauren, just a business transaction you and your partner undertake regularly.
Me, MJ, and RK choose online shopping since we love adding things on our online cart.
Okay, define the data, present data flow diagram, and describe the processing logic.
Online Shopee, what we choose, and the apps what we use for that are Lazada and Shopee.
These two apps are mostly used in 6 different countries: Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, and the Philippines.
We do online shopping almost every day.
Mostly, the price depends on the items, but they always offer a lower price.
The mode of payment can be done online and door-to-door or what we call cash on delivery.
Lazada and Shopee are good for online shopping because they offer lots of discounts every month, every payday, and every year.
Impressive.
How about the data flow diagram and its processing logic?
As you can see, the data flow diagram starts with the consumer or the customer of the online shopping application. They need to fill up personal data such as name and location.
After filling up the personal data, the consumer can now freely browse products to order. Once the consumer is done finalizing his or her order, the order details will be saved in the system, waiting for the consumer to place the order.
The process will start once the checkout button was successfully clicked by the user.
There are two ways for the shop to receive the order. It's either from supplier to online shop or directly to the online shop.
Once the online shop receives the transaction information, it will prepare the order and the courier will prepare and process the delivery details.
The parcel will be delivered on the start delivery date once the delivery details are complete.
Very well said. Good job, guys. Define the word prototyping.
Prototyping is a model which shows a step at an intermediate level that forms the idea of a product and then makes it available. Does anyone want to add?
Prototyping is a cost-efficient one because this can be done using a low-fidelity type of program, which designer makes sketch using paper and cardboard materials.
High-fidelity prototyping can also be done, but this one needs an advanced resource because it can create advanced designs and interactive products with 3-dimensional structures.
Okay, define what SDLC is, or what we call the software development life cycle.
According to Hypnosis, in the current year, the software development life cycle is an organized procedure for producing high-quality, low-cost software in the least amount of time.
The purpose of SDLC is to create exceptional software that meets and surpasses all the customer's expectations and needs.
Furthermore, the SDLC is a framework that describes the activities and deliverables of a project from conception to completion.
So how might prototyping be used as part of SDLC?
Prototyping can be used as a part of the software development lifecycle, as this allows the developers to make their preliminary stage and plan the contents of their product.
Moreover, this builds up the general structure of software before distributing it to the market. Although a prototype consists of fewer functions and features, this still serves as the base before undergoing processes.
Before the developmental phase, it is essential to display the functionalities of the program by releasing a pre-release product to evaluate and re-evaluate until the final phase.
This allows the users, stakeholders, and the tech experts to explore the program under development to ensure the requirements required for it.
To conclude, prototyping is useful to develop an idea using codes to be applied in real life.
Does anyone have an idea about system analysis?
Me, ma'am. According to a system analyst Kathleen Swed in the year 2020, system analysts make the user experience optimized and they ensure that the functions of the program work correctly. Also, they are the one who research the latest technology features for an upgrade.
What about in terms of their hard skills and soft skills?
System analysis should be proficient in using programming language, while soft skills pertain to effective communication with people, critical thinking, and also processing business matters.
Well said. How about the definition of prototyping? Does anyone want to volunteer?
I want to volunteer, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Prototyping is a mock-up or a model that users can interact with and show feedback. There are also different forms of prototyping, low fidelity and high fidelity prototyping.
Low fidelity pertains to a practical and cost-efficient method to show the visions for the program, while high fidelity prototyping requires advanced techniques to design a product, as this is an interactive one made from digital resources. The output looks complete by showing the functions and detailed designs.
That is correct. Very good, class. What do you believe is the conclusion concerning the difference between a system analyst's role in the Stlc and prototyping?
I would like to answer your question.
Yes, Mr. Ignacio.
I conclude that both have significant differences but demonstrate the importance of procedures in a system. In a system development life cycle, the system analyst goes beyond the prototyping, which demonstrates fundamental functionality in early phases.
Great job, everyone! To our viewers who are currently learning with us today, a job well done to you.
S.
I.
R
I
U
S
We are siriUS.